how I install my lace front wigs.
Hold up.
Hello my beautiful babes, Lexi Luxury here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so today is all about how to install lace front wigs. I remember even when I was just beginning wearing lace front wigs, how many videos I had to watch to figure out how to make them look natural on my head. You know, people do the concealer method, they use tape, they use glue, they use got to be glued, which is what I use. They pluck, you know, people do all of these crazy things to make their wigs look natural, or their lace frontals, or their weaves, or whatever it is. So I have kind of compiled all of those things into one after watching videos for years and wearing wigs and frontals and weaves for years. I'm just gonna kind of share with you guys what works for me, because I don't feel like it's as complicated as a lot of the other things that people are putting out there. So if you're a lazy girl like me and you want to see how to apply your lace front wigs in what I think is the easiest way possible, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so first things first, I actually have a brand new wig here. I haven't even tried it on yet. So I am going to just go ahead and finish cutting this lace here. By the way, this is a beautiful wig from EvaWigs. This video is not sponsored. I actually am just doing this kind of on the side. So if you want to see the full review for this wig, I will link it above and also in the info section down below. Let's just go ahead and finish cutting this lace like I said, you guys, and then we will get into the nitty-gritty on how I apply my lace front wigs. So here's what the inside of my wig is looking like right now. Now I have a very tiny head. If you guys are familiar with me, then you know the drill. I always have to do this for every single wig, but I'm gonna take the adjustable straps. Your wig should have them too. So I'm gonna take the one on the right hand side. I'm gonna pull it tight. So I pretty much just pulled it to scrunch it up right here. And then I'm going to take it on the furthest loop on the opposite side, like so, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the opposite side as well. So now we've got this little scrunched part right here, which allows it to fit to our heads better. I like mine to be very tight because I don't use real glue or anything like that, so I want it to be as secure as possible before I put the got to be glued on. So before you start applying your wig and all that, I assume you probably have your makeup done. If not, you can skip this step, but usually I have my makeup done and then I put on my wig last, especially if it's a blonde. You don't want to get any makeup in your blonde wig, right? So I am going to take some makeup removers. They don't have to be any nice ones. Mine are generic from Publix, which is just like a local grocery store here in Florida. So I'm gonna take one of these babies right here and I'm going to get rid of the makeup around the perimeter of my hairline, so pretty much where my wig is going to lay. So now that the perimeter of my hair is nice and good to go, I'm just making sure that my hair is slicked back. So I'm just using a wave brush, just anything that allows you to slick your hair back so you can get it all in a nice neat little bun in the back. If your hair is a lot thicker and longer than mine, then you're gonna have to do some braids or something else, you know, but for my thin-haired girls out there, we are good to go after this step. So I'm just tying my hair in a little bun at the nape of my neck, just so it is out of the way of my wig. So now we're just gonna go ahead and pop our wig on. No, I do not use a stocking cap or a wig cap or whatever. That method has just never worked for me, and this just looks way more natural. Like I said, if you have lots of hair, then you'll need to braid it down, and you probably will need a wig cap. I'm just showing you how I apply my wigs today. So I hope that this can help any of you out there skip some steps that maybe aren't as necessary if you have hair like mine. Alright, so once you get it kind of on here roughly, you're gonna wanna run your finger underneath the lace here. I always do this because it just ensures that there aren't any strands kind of stuck underneath here. You definitely don't want that, because when you put the got to be glued down, strands are obviously gonna get stuck and sealed under there, and it does really make it look wiggy because I don't know, it just does, okay? So just make sure there aren't any strands hanging out in there. So the next step is our got to be glued, and then we're pretty much almost done, you guys. It is that easy. So I'm going to take a small amount of this. I'll show you right now how much I take. Honestly, I'm not even gonna use that much at all. So that was honestly a waste, but that's okay. So now we're going to very carefully slide this guy back. So once again, you wanna make sure that there aren't any stray hairs kind of falling on your forehead during this step here. And I'm just gonna put, I had a very, very tiny amount that I just transferred from my larger amount over here. I'm gonna take that small amount and just start applying this got to be glued around my perimeter. So for me, this wig seems pretty secure, but if you have one that's a little bit bigger or it's kind of sliding or whatever the case may be, if you want to take this got to be glued all the way around here, be my guest. I don't do that, but you are more than welcome to. It's just the same exact idea. You want to make sure that makeup is removed. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't ever wait for this to dry. So pretty much as soon as I put it on, I just slide my wig forward. So like I said, you guys, I'm just gonna show you what I do to apply my wig. So here it is. And actually, this wig is tight enough and fitted enough to my head to where I don't feel like I need to use a headband to hold it down. Yeah, wow, this is actually pretty secure already. So this is the part that's gonna make your wig look just that much more natural. I'm not really into the whole baby hair things. Honestly, I'm not great at it. I've been trying to do it for years, and no matter how many YouTube videos I watch, I just fail. So I'm gonna show you my quick way to kind of like faking baby hairs and a way to just make your wig look like it's growing out of your head very easily and effortlessly. So for this step, I'm using my got to be glued spray. So I'm not gonna spray this right on my forehead. I'm actually gonna take some on my fingers here. So just like that. And then very carefully, I'm gonna move my hair backward just to make sure that it's not in the way. I'm gonna take my finger that is drowning in that hairspray, and before it dries, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little layer right on the outside of where my end of my frontal is. So I'm just grabbing a little rat-tailed comb, and we're gonna take like the first few strands of hair, and we're just gonna push it down here. All right, so obviously the last part is just styling it. So because this is a straight blunt bob, I'm just gonna go ahead and straighten this baby, and yeah, that'll be the end. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so that is it. That is pretty much how I apply my lace fronts. I know it was like super easy and like not like everyone else's, but this is it. This is how I do it. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of my tips and tricks. If you guys can learn anything from this, I think that's awesome. Also, if any of you have any tips, please leave them down below. I'm always trying to change up my game, make things easier. You know, I think we all are. That's kind of why we all came here to YouTube. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Please leave a nice comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to my channel, turn your post notifications on, and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. That's not too much to ask, right? Is it? I hope not. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.